Hello, Minecraft viewers. Welcome. Welcome to a tour of Crystal Point. I am, of course, the Cowbot. I am here to update you on the progress that has been made in Calendor's absence from YouTube. If you'll come with me, I will show you the progress that has happened on the castle during the time. Calendor apologizes for not being able to bring you this update personally, but I will be able to fully inform you on all updates. Now, since I am a robot and I do not have thrusters built in, I will need to borrow something, particularly these magical wings. Funny, magic and robots do not technically mix, but we will make it work. Just like that. Now we shall gain the rocket boosters that will be needed to fly. I have them, of course, ready to go. I do not understand the mechanics, but I do know that they work. Shall we begin the tour? Here we have Castle Hyrule, or Hyrule Castle. As we begin to walk around and investigate, we see much of what has already been shown on previous Calendor Storm videos. Hyrule Castle has been coming along and been a very long project. But one thing that has changed since the last update on this magnificent castle is that the mountain is now gone. That is correct. The mountain that the castle sat on has been completely destroyed, and as you can see, much progress has occurred. Now, as you can see, there are many things to study, many things to tour. Shall we begin? First of all, we shall fly down to low. Allow these wings that we were loaned to carry us down into the world that it is. And we shall begin down here. Now, Calendor has begun this process by beginning with constructing everything that goes inside the mountain, and then we'll rebuild the mountain around the interior parts. A good example of it is over there, which we will eventually get to. As you can see, there is much snow. Snow happens. Now through here, we have what can only be described as a mineshaft. Now there has been much sculpt put in, a lot of mud, many mud. And as we walk through here, you'll see that it is rather dark, and things tend to happen. Eventually, this will have to have water flowing through it, but for now, it remains dry, as we pass through the many cells of the dungeon that have been created here within the castle. As you can see, some of the flooding has already begun. Water has begun to leak within. We have here a very large observational room. Its purpose is unknown to us, but eventually it will become clear. As we work through here, and I activate my speedy mode, we will work our way through and proceed to demonstrate what has all been constructed. Some of these rooms are connected, some are not. But we shall endeavor to investigate all. We will go this way first. Now, this dead end is unknown, but it happens. And then there are many caves that will be constructed to finish out the structure. One such cave has already been completed and has been lit up. Apparently, though, a spot has been missed. I will have to inform Calendor of this development and allow him to know that he needs to correct that mistake. Now, as we move along and we progress through here, we discover a room that has much height to it, and much snow to be cleared out. Another note to make for Calendor when he returns to work on this castle some more is to clear out all of this snow, so that it can be visibly seen. There is an indoor waterfall. Where it comes from, nobody knows. The structure is complete. However, as you can see, there is no way to get up beyond a certain point. However, I will demonstrate where this goes. If we climb these ladders, we will endeavor to come up on this room up here. A cute little den, as I am informed, is the phrase, and a little circular room on the end with an interesting ceiling. What the room's purpose is, again, we do not know. We shall endeavor to come down here. And then we shall use one of these propellant rockets that we were given to fly up to the top of the room. As you can see, the room continues all the way to this height with a very three-dimensional ceiling. Now, over here is another way we could have come in. This method would have allowed us to fly right in, as this will be leading to the exterior of the mountain. Many such exits have already been prepared for when Kalendor begins constructing on the exterior portions of this castle. We have a very fanciful Hyrule Tower going through here to a very dead-end tunnel. Again, we do not know and understand why Kalendor has begun building dead-end tunnels, but we are aware of their presence. This is the iron farm that was already in construction. As you can see, Kalendor has constructed around the iron farm, making it part of Hyrule Castle. Again, another exterior exit. In here we have a very large room that we will get to in just a moment. I am uncertain of its purpose, though it would appear to be some kind of grand hall, but it is not the largest room that has been built yet. Again, we have an exterior exit that will be needed to have all of the snow removed. Making another note for Kalendor to remove snow from interior, though I am sure he is aware. This grand room looks quite fanciful. The stairs up here, again, lead to the outside. If I take a quick walking tour, you will see there is a split staircase coming around a very Hyrulean statue, to where it will lead up to a three-door section, again leading to an exterior zone, and a apparently very large statue of another member of the Crystal Point server. How this is accomplished, I believe, falls under the realm of magic, not something known to most robots. I have been informed by a notation from Kalendor when he programmed this tour that this doorway will open up and lead to the Iron Farm and Villager Trading Hall. Look for that in a future tour video. The hallway design remains constant as we progress through here, except where we change and again lead to an exterior area. Another grand staircase that leads us from a lower section to a higher section goes up here. And this interesting hallway shape leads to a dining hall, where many meals will be had with Crystal Point members as they visit the castle. And again, another exterior exit. This dark hallway comes off the side and has multiple endpoint rooms, of which the design and function of are unsure. I would show you all the rest of this area, except it all resembles this. But it is quite large. Activating remote camera system. Remote camera shows that the structure continues over here. As we have digital representation active, it is able to see where other parts of the construct will be. Remote camera deactivated. As we enter this area, we have what can only be considered a magical device, as it can not only cut stone, but cut wood as well. This structure has not been completed. I believe this is what Kalendor is working on next, as he is live on his streams. We do have another large staircase, which converts to cobblestone. Now, it is my understanding that Kalendor does not like building with cobblestone. However, he has done so here. Reasoning unknown. But I believe it is part of the initial plans of the castle. As you can see, much of this room has been done as well. Another large room, but not as large as the other. As we pass through this large door, we come upon another very Hyrulean staircase, and come through into another grand room, presumably one that will have many decorations. The ceiling here has taken much time, and lots of red wool placed in for the roofs. I have a notation to alert that not many sheep died for this wool, that most of it was procured from a fellow citizen of Crystal Point, who has a method of gaining it safely. Now we enter the large library of the castle. The library room took many streams to complete, and many bricks. I also have a notation here that Kalendor did not dig up many clay for this brick, that his trading system allows him to gain the bricks and bookcases needed to build this library without too much effort. The Grand Library, as you can hear by the echoes, is a very massive room that will also have another extension going off the side. I questioned. My circuits did not understand why the doorway is not centered properly in the staircase, within the bookshelves. I was informed that it is simply part of the design, and that is all I was informed. As we progress around the library, we see many things that have been built and constructed, and I was also informed that the plans show that this will be an interior area as we progress, also with another extension down there. That these will be the next interior sections, and some of the last, as we progress through the castle. If we use the wings, we can glide to this section, and you will see that it is more of a tunnel / mine shaft, possibly. We are unaware, but we do know that it connects easily here. There is another door over there, but apparently it does not go anywhere. As we progress back up through the castle, there is one more link that will end our tour of the progress of Hyrule Castle, and then I shall activate my remote camera to give a once-over passover. Instead of going up that door, now we will progress back up to the upper level of this library, though not the top level. Here we have a doorway, where on the other side there is not. This doorway leads to the exterior section that has already been completed, with a battalion bastion wall already set in place. So far we have been lucky. No creatures have come to damage Robot, and we will hopefully keep it that way. This wall was set up in place, but to fully understand the shape of this design and this construct, I must activate my robotic language circuits having problems. Activating remote robotic camera. As you can see, the design is quite simple. Though it has been connected to the lower section of the pre-existing castle, and is ready to go. Remote camera deactivated. We shall use these rocket boosters to progress just a little bit farther. Robot has noticed that Builder Kalendor has granted Robot use of his name for this tour. Robot can only guess that this is the only way Robot would be allowed to join this world. Robot must take a recharge, real quick, to eliminate nighttime. Pardon Robot while Robot recharges on this flat surface. Robot has now recharged and nighttime is gone. Now for Robot to give one last remote camera tour. Activating remote camera. Hyrule Castle is part of the world of The Legend of Zelda. This particular model, Robot has been informed, is based on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. How a kingdom can have tears, Robot is unsure. There will be more progress amongst Kalendor Storm streams on Twitch, where you are invited by Robot to come watch and Observe as the construction is completed on this castle during Crystal Point Season 2. Now that you have seen the update version of this castle and how many things will be changed, you can now complete the tour as I can pass through here with one additional note. This portal, I have been informed, will be moved. It will not resort to staying in this location. In fact, its residence will be moved to a different location. Calendar Storm has informed me that as the construction is complete and the exterior staircase has been finished that will come down off of this area to over here and modifications are made, that the portal will be placed down below so that when people visit, they will be at the front staircase of Hyrule Castle and be able to view it in all of its grandeur. Deactivating remote camera. Thank you for visiting and thank you for touring this castle with Robot. Robot does appreciate all of your attention in this matter. Robot's program tour has completed. Thank you again for coming. And I have been asked to state that you stay safe out there. Tune back in, and the calendar will be returning soon with another video. And is already in preparations for Crystal Point Season 3. I have heard rumors of magic. That is all I know. Robot Calendar is now signing off.